Um, are we back? Buffering. I don't know what's happening with my computer now. Of course. To smooth streaming complete. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Okay, hey everyone. Hey, hey. Who y'all? And I have to apologize because I forgot to change my battery before we started this stream. And I feel like, okay, we're back. Yes, thank you. Oh, now I have two moderators. You see that? Uh, no, thank you, Tiana. There was a lot of nonsense going on. And I'm sorry to everyone who asked a question in the last one. So if you ask a question, oh, it says it's buffering. Okay. Hi, everyone. So if you, okay, the stream will ensure unless you restart it in your streaming software. What's happening? Hey. What's happening? Okay, because now my streaming software is being funny. Oh boy, it's always something. Hit the like button. Yes, thank you, ladies. Hi, ladies. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, you can still hear me. Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. Let me tell you, it's just been a been a rough morning. It's okay. As long as we are back and hopefully this will work again. I'm not sure. Let me tell you, oh, you can hear me, but I'm freezing. Okay. I'm using this like thing called OBS system to live stream from my camera. So, let's see. What if I like stop streaming and then start streaming again? Oh, Erica says it seems fine now. You're good now. Okay. I hope so. I feel like I'm always doing something, y'all. Let me tell you, it's always a journey here. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I missed anything. Hey Nika, I see you're back. Fish and chips, glad you're back. What a night you're having. Carry on. You're doing good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It was nonsense, but the trolls don't stop the show. They definitely do not. Okay. Hey Danae. Hey Organic Chic. Sorry, we was having little issues, but we trying to get back. Okay, we can still hear you. Hello again. I can hear you, but you're freezing. Okay, hope so. It seems fine now. Hi, Cleopatra. Regards from Germany. How are you, dear? I love to see that y'all are from all around the world. That's awesome. Okay, you're clear now. Okay. Okay. And it's all good on my end in London. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, good. Yay. We're back. We're back. Okay, so what I feel so terrible. I feel like somebody was asking me something about alopecia in the last chat and I don't know if they ever like got back to that. So if you guys have any questions, let me know as well. I'll just talk about alopecia a little bit in general. I feel like this comes up very often. So the CCCA alopecia that usually happens like in the center of your hair, that alopecia is actually a lot of times due to hair loss due to some type of like internal issues like vitamin deficiencies, hormonal issues, um, thyroid issues. So definitely I would say to go talk to your doctor. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but hopefully if you do watch this part of the video, maybe you can come back in and rewatch this. So if you're experiencing that, I always recommend go to the doctor, get that blood test, see what's going on. A lot of women, it is vitamin D and iron deficiency. It could be a number of things though. So, I don't want to just recommend, I always say that, I don't want to just recommend some type of herbal treatment because there's a ton of oils out there that might help, but if you don't take care of the internal first, it's going to just be a repeating problem. Some wonderful herbs to look for are like almond powder, nettle, saw palmetto, burdock root. Those are actually good for regenerating hair growth and working down at the follicle level. So those are really, really good herbs. So hopefully, hopefully you can, get this information even if you're not on this chat right now. But feel free to, again, if there's anything, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask away in the chat. Okay. Dara says, "Yeah, you're back. Thank you, moderators." Right? Thanks to give a shout out to the moderators because they have been on working hard today. So I appreciate y'all. I really do. Let's see. Naturally, it's the headband for me. Thank you, ladies. This one is from the Queen's Closet. I don't know if she has any more in stock right now, but yes, I love this headband. It like actually opens up here. I'm looking in the camera as my little mirror. Like you can see here, it actually has like a little open up and then a little elastic in the back. It's super soft on your hair. Great for, giving your puff a little oomph. All right. Cleopatra says, "I'm good. I've learned so much from you. And Afro really pops. You're doing a good job. Keep us up." Yeah, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I can help people all around the world. I can't say all around the country, all around the world at this point. Tiana says, "Make sure you like the video, share it to your platforms." Yes, y'all. And make sure you subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Yes. Thank you, ladies. Vanessa says, "Herbs are good. Love the list. It's always good to remember them." Definitely good to remember them. Marie says, "My goodness, those earrings are awesome. Thank you." Unfortunately, I think I got these earrings. Where did I get these earrings? Were they gifted to me? It's hard to remember. I have so many earrings. I don't know where I got these ones from. I think this is when I got them in like when I lived in New York somewhere. But a lot of my earrings, I usually try to list the girl down below. She does a lot of my like beaded jewelry for me. I'll leave her Instagram down below as well. I'm afraid to click on anything on my computer right now. I'm just like, look, everything is working just fine. But I will definitely leave it for you guys if you're curious. Erica says, "Oh, better than I thought. Really cute headband." Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I love. She gave me it's the Queen's Closet, Queens with a Z closet. She sent me this and like the satin scrunchies. Have y'all tried satin scrunchies? They're actually kind of bomb, and also they really prevent like a lot of snagging and stuff. So usually whenever I wear like my puffs or I'm wearing like two pigtails or something, I'll use them so that way I'm not like pulling at my roots. Tiana says, "Oh, your nails are so cute. I love the color." Thank you. There's this black girl at my gym who does nails, and so I go support her. I'm always trying to buy black, support black, and yeah, I told her I was like, I want something kind of fun and bright, and so she did these, and I really love them. They're so fun. They're so spring, and so thank you, ladies. Let me see here. If there's anything else, I know I feel like there was a ton of questions in the other one, and right now I cannot pull it up because it says it's processing the other video. But let's see here. What can we talk about? I feel like there's so many things going on. I'm like, there's so many things going on. Let me see. Oh, so this week for our herbal treatments, I was mentioning that we're going to be doing moisturizing treatments. So okay, there's some chat. Sorry. So we're going to be doing moisturizing treatments this week. So focusing on moisturizing herbs like with the fenugreek, we're going to do something with aloe, actually the aloe powder. But if you don't have the aloe powder, you can definitely use aloe vera juice or the leaves. Amla, we're going to use some honey. You know, I got a good mixture going for you guys for this week. All right, let me see. Tiana says, I love satin scrunchies. I just recently got some for the first time. Oh, they're really great for your hair. Really, really good. Tamla says, I've been natural for a year, so trying to establish my hair care routine. I have your Almond gloss bar, leave-in whipped butter, twist cream, and the stimulating oil. Yes, Tamla, you got it all, girl. You should I shampoo with an Ayurvedic shampoo bar. What is a wash day routine with these products? Sorry for the long post. So Tamala, you can do you have a conditioner? I'm trying to see. Tamala, if you don't have a conditioner, I recommend that you get a deep conditioner of some form or fashion. But you can use the Almond Neem Gloss Bar as either like a pre-poo treatment, or you can use it after you use the shampoo bar. And then I recommend you always deep condition it in some form or fashion. So if you don't have a deep conditioner, highly recommend you get, I would say my deep conditioner, but get a deep conditioner that works for you. And then you would deep condition your hair with that for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Rinse that out, and then you would use the leave-in first, the twist cream, and then seal with the butter. And you can use the oil on the length of your hair, or you can use it on your scalp. Erica B says, I love satin scrunchies. Yes, they're the best. They're the best. Taylor says, yes, I love supporting Black owned businesses. Yes, if I can, I will. Okay, I put my money back within our circle. Do you like the rosemary leaves boiled or fresh? So confused. And dried fresh. So I actually, the way I use rosemary, I actually use the dried ones, and I infuse them into an oil. But if you're going to use them fresh, I think making like a tea from them is better. Since that way, like whenever, and I always say this to everyone who's making their own like, maybe like teas from like fresh leaves. If you don't make sure that they're all the way dry, you can still there can still be like bacteria or fungus on it if you infuse it into oil. So I always recommend to just use something water since if something's not completely or properly dry, like if you're DIYing it, use it in a tea and then use that tea and spray that on your hair and use that like leave that in the fridge or preserve it if you have a preservative. So it just depends on how you want to use it. I think rosemary is a great herb overall, like for hair growth, to stop hair fall. It has antibacterial, antiseptic properties. It's a really, really great herb. Oh, and Tamala, also just FYI, this whole challenge that we're doing has week was it week 5 where we talk about the shampoo bar. I show you how to do like the pre-poo, the shampoo, and the deep conditioner. Um, I'm going to be doing, and I said I was going to do this, but I'm going to be doing a full wash day with all my products on like one video. I feel like this challenge that we're doing, you're used to me seeing like products used like every day in a different way, right? Not every day, every week in a different way, but I can show you like a full routine. I also do have my full Ayurvedic routine on YouTube. I have a YouTube video of it all as well. Okay, and Sweet Lady just reminded me giveaway this week. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot. See, brain. This is why I need y'all. This is why I need you, ladies. All right. Let me do the giveaway. Okay, YouTube picker. Let's see. Hey Michelle, I received my order and the deep conditioner and twist cream are awesome. Thank you. I will be ordering more. Yay! I'm so glad, Nicole. Deanna says I love Michelle's deep conditioner. Bomb. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. I love that you guys love the products. That is the whole point of it all. Okay, so let me add in this video to the comment picker. Come on. Okay. So Yolanda, you just won this week, which was a strengthening, a oat and aloe strengthening hair mask. And let's see here for the Instagram one. Tags. Sorry, here this is me always like dee dee dee. So congrats to Yolanda. I feel like Yolanda, you've been in the chats a lot, girl. I hope you're back. She might be. She was in the chat earlier. She might not be on anymore, but congrats to her. Let me see for the. And Ebony Naps won for this week for the Instagram one. Yeah, Yolanda Jean. Yes, you, Yolanda. Sorry, yes. You won, girl. And Ebony Naps. Okay, so let me is she still on? I don't know if she's still on. So congrats to the ladies. Just again, just DM me. I mean, Ebony, I have your information already. Ebony Naps, I have your information because I think you won something else before. So to win, in order to enable to win, in order to win, enable in order to win. I don't know why that sounded weird. Remember each week you either comment under the YouTube post or comment or share a post on the Instagram hashtag. So every week I'm be picking a winner. The last week, y'all, I'm just saying, I'm just gonna let y'all know. The last week the giveaway is gonna be crazy. So I suggest y'all participate in some form or fashion, ladies. And gentlemen, if there's any gentlemen out here. Okay, so let's go back to the chat. I got your henna gloss bar last week, and oh my god, it was an awesome wash day, and my hair felt great. My grays are now a coppery red. So cute. Yay! I am so happy about that. Let me tell you, so many people who have been scared to use henna love that henna gloss bar. I cannot stress that enough. That gloss bar is amazing. Really, really great, especially if you're nervous to try henna because it has good moisture and good protein balance or strength balance. Can't say protein technically. Vanessa said dried herbs for oils and fresh for the water rinses. Yes, perfect, Vanessa. Darcy says, how can you preserve your mixes? So Darcy, I have a preservative video on my channel. You get a preservative, right? And there's a number of preservatives that you can use. A really common one we use is Optifin or Optifin Plus, and you use those into your mixtures. But I will say this, if you're going to preserve something, two things you need. You need a scale, all right? Like most importantly, you need a scale because you need to weigh out and you need to be able to calculate the percentage to use. So if you have a product that has 100 grams, right? Most preservatives, and I'm going to say most, but not every one. So you have to learn which each preservative is used. You use 1%. So if you have 100 grams of a product, right, and you weigh that out, and you have 100 grams of it, you're only going to use 1 gram of preservative to that, okay? And that's how you preserve your mixtures. Now, I will say this again, everything is just because, okay, so Optifin has a shelf life of 1 year, which means if you technically use it in a product that's properly preserved, the product should last you 1 year. But not all products are created equally. Anything that's natural, like teas, fresh ingredients, are very what they call hard to preserve. So a lot of times people will use like synthetic preservatives to help preserve it. And some ingredients are just, you're never going to get a long shelf life from them, right? And so that's why a lot of us who are formulating products for people to use, like we'll get the form of it in maybe extracts, and why maybe we won't use tea to sell. We might use teas for our personal use, right? And maybe we know we're gonna use that up in a month, right? And we can use that, preserve it, maybe pop it in the fridge. But if you're having a product that you're trying to sell out to people, putting fresh ingredients in it, as much as we want to be loved to give as fresh as ingredients as possible, without a preservative, that thing will be contaminated. And even if you can't see the contaminants in it, doesn't mean that it's not contaminated. And let me tell you, you can cause a world of problems for your scalp, for your hair, etc. I know that was like the long roundabout, but definitely check out that video I have about preservatives, okay? Stephanie says, hi, I just jumped on and you might have answered this, but when will you restock the oat shampoo bar? I'm going to be restocking everything on Tuesday, actually. So, yeah, I have a ton of things that I've been doing. On top of like fulfilling all the rest of the orders, I didn't want to start putting stuff back in stock until I got all of the sale orders out, and I pretty much should be done with the sale orders by tomorrow. So yeah, then I'll put up the other products back in stock because y'all sold me out. Y'all was not playing with these products. So that also, oh no, what just happened? Oh, they just disappeared. Will you come back? I see my okay, I'm back. So what was I saying? So that also just tells me that I need to create things in a little bit larger um bulk. Like I ordered another thing to create shampoo bars in. I just need to be able to create more and quick very quickly because you guys go through a lot of things very fast, especially when I have a sale. Thank you, Tiana. I see her. She's recommending to shop my products. Brandon TT says, that's what I like about the challenge. You can mix the weekly challenges together to create a bomb wash day and routine. Yep, that's right. That's right. And I kind of mentioned it in the other chat, but I just want to mention it in this one. Like, a big wonderful thing about this challenge is because we're using so many different unique things each week, right? You also can see what your hair really likes and how your hair is responding to products. Like, some people are so nervous to start using Ayurvedic herbs, and so, maybe trying them in the gloss treatment, you realize, okay, I prefer a gloss than maybe a hard hair mask. And I say hard, but like a straight hair mask. Or maybe you say, you know what, I actually like them infused in oils better. Or you say, maybe I like them in a shampoo better, or maybe I like them in the deep conditioner. And I like that with this challenge, it gives you a wide range to try it out. And if you missed a week, like last week, if you missed a scalp week, you can still do a hot oil pre-poo, focus on scalp treatments, and then still deep condition with your strengthening mask this week. It allows you, and I'm saying that because that's what Brown and TT did. I'm saying that because it allows for a wide range, and it also allows for you to say, going forward, I want to make sure I include this in my particular regimen from here on out. Or I can say, I don't like this, or maybe this is something I'm only going to do once a month. Maybe I don't need to do it once a week, or, it helps you to kind of find what works best for your hair. Or you're like me, you just like it all. I love it all. Okay, let's see what else. Um, Oh, Faith said, did you find a formula for the non-scented version of the products? So I actually do have a formula for the non-scented version. I just have to, I am, what do I want to say? I will be creating something specifically for y'all. I will be dropping a few products come the month of June. And I'm trying not to do too much. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself, but I'm trying to do something for the gray hair ladies, which are probably maybe the samples for the gray hair ladies will go out in June. But I'm going to try and do an unscented line, and I'm going to be dropping one hibiscus version product because I know a lot of y'all have been asking. So I'm going to start kind of like a new line for you guys, and it is going to be included with something with hibiscus. So y'all getting a little of the scoop. So yeah, I do have some things in the works. Oh yeah, I've been busy, y'all. I've been busy. Um, okay, you guys are congratulating the ladies. Um, thanks, cuz that mess is so good. Yeah, thank you. A full routine is what I need. I feel like I'm all over the place as I'm watching different videos and I'm trying to learn about natural hair care. I found your videos very informative. Yeah, Tamala, if you look for Ayurvedic hair regimen, I think it was like 3 months ago, 4 months ago that I did it on my channel. It literally, when I say it'll give you the full regimen, like how I build out my regimen and also how you can build out your regimen from like leave-ins to masks to oils, alternating weeks if you don't want to do like a mask treatment, if you want to just do a basic shampoo condition. I can't say basic because a solid wash day is most important of cleansing, conditioning, and then moisturizing your hair afterwards. It doesn't have to be crazy and dramatic. So you have some that if you want to do more detail, like you can do a full like Ayurvedic treatments and how to do that. And if you want just a simple wash day with shampoo, conditioner, moisturizing, there's that option as well. So definitely check out that video. Can it be dangerous to put many edible foods in your hair like eggs, mayo, okra, etc.? Fish and chips, I won't say it can be dangerous. It depends on how how you're using it and how often you're leaving it in your hair. Like if you left mayo in your hair, yeah, you probably can develop something growing. But I know people use like the egg mayo treatment as like a pre-poo treatment for their hair, and they say it works for them. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're making sure you're cleansing your hair afterwards and getting that out of your hair. Otherwise, you could have stuff breeding on your scalp if you leave food on your hair. Okra, like okra gel, is actually really good for your hair. Kind of like flaxseed gel is really good for your hair. Um, it's all about how you're using it as well. You know, you can leave the okra gel on your hair and not cause any like problems, because you're not leaving your hair wet and it's not like just being moldy on your hair. Cecilia says, I'm looking forward to learning from you. You do henna? I really want to learn from you. I'm studying right now. Miss Lady. Okay. Um, yeah, I show you how to do henna treatments. I actually have a ton of henna treatments on my channel. And we did a henna treatment week 2 of this challenge. But I think I have about 3 or maybe 4 henna videos on this channel, from henna glosses, henna with coffee, a straight henna mask, um, a henna mixture with like other herbs. I do henna treatments regularly. I've been using henna for 12 or 13 years. So that's nothing new for me, and henna is for me really important with my fine low porosity hair. Love Steven says, I've tried Ayurveda and it was terrible. My hair was dry. Tried henna Sukesh blend one way with conditioner and the other way. Let me scroll back up. I just scroll down. And the other with coconut milk. What am I doing wrong? So the Love Stevens, that blend, I like that blend, but it is a really strong blend. What I recommend for you to do is start off with a gloss treatment. So literally just take a teaspoon of that and add it to your deep conditioner. Don't do a full treatment with like that, like, you know, a lot of that with coconut milk and all that. It just may be too strong for your hair right now. I think as you introduce that to your hair, do it slowly and start off with like a tablespoon or a teaspoon to your conditioner. Let your hair get used to this Ayurvedic treatments, okay? And again, I also say, like I said, I think like also with this challenge that we're doing now, there are a number of ways to try Ayurveda. Like I said, we've done oil treatments, hot oil treatments. We've done add it to your deep conditioner. We've done gloss treatments. We've done moisturizing treatments, strengthening treatments. We've done it a number of ways. And so one way may work better than another way, but make sure you're cleansing your hair and your scalp really well, and then make sure you're adding it to your deep conditioner stage, and then see how your hair responds to that. Latoya says, hi, Michelle, great content and tips as well. Thank you. You're welcome. What are your thoughts on using scalp scrubs to assist in scalp exfoliation? So I don't, and I'll say this, I don't use scalp scrubs specifically, but by using the Ayurvedic herbs on your scalp, they do have a bit of exfoliating properties to it. So it kind of helps to remove some of that dead skin. But I'll also say this, a lot of times if you're using a good shampoo, a proper shampoo, and you're, you know, getting your scalp, stimulating your scalp by circulating it and massaging that in, it can also help to remove some of that buildup from your scalp. I think that scalp exfoliation can be important, and more important for some people than others. If you're someone who develops buildup easily, you might want to do more like scalp type exfoliation treatments. I don't know what is in every scalp scrub, but like I say, I think for us, and as I say us, those who are using Ayurvedic herbal treatments, like you're using the actual herbs on your on your hair, the little granules actually help to exfoliate your scalp and remove and help, you know, get your hair clean or remove buildup. Okay. And if you need any more explanations with that, or if you want to tell me what's in the scalp scrub, feel free to let me know as well, Latoya. Tiana says, one of my favorite among many is ambunu. Ambunu is a great herb. I actually want to get back into using it. I feel like I did a little bit of an African herb series, and then I haven't really got back to that yet, but I really loved ambunu, and you can use it in so many ways, and it's so great for detangling. Oh, naturally, you can say glitch screen. Yeah, I saw when it glitched. I hope it's back now. Tiana says, yay, does that mean my order will be shipped tomorrow? Yes, Tiana, yes, it does. And when I tell you, I have been working, I actually have in my living room a bunch of orders ready that I'll be shipping for tomorrow. So I've been, y'all girl been working. And thank you for always being patient with me. I really do appreciate it. Marie says, you inspired me to make a spritz with oatmeal as an ingredient with nettle, pygium, biotin, MSM, salt palmetto, and distilled water, Optifin. So moisturize. Awesome, awesome. Yes. Brown and TT says, yep, my sister already says she prefers a gloss. She can't handle the mess of a mask. So that's what I'll be doing from her from now on. Yeah, I think Brown and TT, I really think it's just about figuring out what works best for you, and everybody has a different thing, right? And some people, again, even if their hair can take it, they just don't feel like doing. Who wants to do? Some people say, like, I prefer something I just put on and it's done. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to mix a whole mask treatment. I just do this one and done. So yeah. Let's see. Dara Brunson says, I missed the whole challenge. I'm looking forward to the next one. Okay, sis. Also, feel free. Maybe I'll ask you guys on this too. Like, what kind of next challenge would you guys be interested in doing? Also, Dara, this challenge will be up on my page and my channel, so feel free to do it on your own. Like, if we're not in the middle of a challenge, feel free to go back and try it, because like I said, I think this challenge is different from a lot of other challenges. Because it's really almost about like discovering your hair, discovering for what works best for you. And also giving you a wide range of how to use products. And I think that's really important. Really, really important. Let's see. Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly. She says, hi, Michelle and everyone. Received my oat and aloe collection have for the past 2 weeks. I love the products. I'm waiting for the strengthening mask to arrive so I can use the next wash day. Yeah, I think I mailed your mask on Wednesday or Thursday. So hopefully you'll get it very, very soon. Tiana says, it's also good for beginners to use one herb at a time to see what your hair likes and doesn't like. Yes, very true, Tiana. Very true. Faith Amon says, cool, I'll be here waiting. Yes. I'm glad, Faith. I know. I feel like there are a few of you guys who actually have told me that you want like unscented products, like maybe the lemongrass was too strong. I will say this with the shea butter, a few people who had mentioned to me that they wanted another scent than the lavender lemongrass, and I ended up opting for the peppermint scent, and I would say that they do equally as well. That's the big thing, like when you're starting in your business and you're trying to listen to what you guys are telling you what you guys want and everything, is that like I have to go out and buy in bulk. I usually just don't buy at this point. It doesn't make sense for me to buy a small batch. So when I do that, I'm just like, all right, I hope I hope people are gonna buy this, because if I buy a bunch of something, I hope that it gets used. And also I try to like to make my things fresh. I don't like stuff sitting on the shelf for like months on end. So I try to make it, especially when I'm dropping a new product, I'll probably make like 30 or 40 just to see how it goes. But I will say the shea butter, I just initially started with 1 cent, and now I have the 2 cents, and they both sometimes, and it's really funny. It's really interesting. I feel like sometimes everybody wants the lavender lemongrass scent, and then next week only everybody wants all peppermint. It's like, and they sell out like all the time. They're both very, very, very popular. So, it also makes me think for myself as well, like to venture out to other people who might be interested in different things, or certain scents, or they don't like certain scents, or they can't stand certain scents, right? Everybody has a different nose, so to speak. All right. Thank you, Sun is Hot Raw. I see you. Another week in and the oil is going strong. I'm very happy for you. Thank you. Okay. Let me scroll back up here. I know I missed some more things. Okay, I will be here for the fragrance-free products for, again, my sister. And yes, for the hibiscus for me. Yes, yes. There's a lot of y'all who want this hibiscus, so don't worry, it's coming out very, very soon. Very, very soon. Yay, I also wanted to try hibiscus. Yeah. Hibiscus is amazing. It's amazing. Yay, my white hair can look good too. Yes, yes, Vanessa. I'm trying to do everything for everybody. I want everybody to be able to have really moisturizing products that are great for their hair. Brown and TT says, oh, okay, moderators, drop the link for the video. Okay, I think that video was so well detailed. Thank you, Brown and TT. Thank you, Tiana, for dropping the video. Y'all are awesome. Listen, thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. Darcy says, thanks so much because I'm trying to make a decision on my hair. I'm either going to change my routine or products. That's fine. You know, Darcy, it's a journey, so it's okay if you try something you don't like it, and don't. I'll say this: stick with, as I think Tiana said, stick with a product, for a little while to see if your hair is actually responding to it. If it doesn't like for one time, don't freak out, and it's okay to change it up if it's not working. Tiana did also gave a great suggestion. Just don't rinse your hair with hot water with eggs because it will start to cook. Ew. But yes, eggs in your hair, ew. Hi, Gertrude. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Isn't Ayurvedic hair care edible? I'm not saying eat it, but it won't kill. Ooh, scroll up. Where did that go? Eat it, but it won't kill you. Ayurvedic hair care depends on if you're talking about just like herbs and water, or you're talking about like something that's formulated with Ayurvedic herbs. Um, I mean, I guess technically you can eat it. Not all, not, but not all herbs are edible. And like, just because it's natural and just because it's, Ayurvedic herbal doesn't mean that you should be eating it, or that it won't kill you. I think anything can technically kill you, but it's a more holistic and healthy approach to things. If you're formulating it into like a conditioner or something else, um, no, I would not recommend you ever eat that. I've been enjoying this challenge. You're right. I've explored more ways of using Ayurvedic herbs other than a straight mask. FPS, my hair has been responding positively. I'm so glad. I'm glad. I'm really glad to hear that. That's really kind of the point. That's really kind of the point. Um, what's the best way to use marshmallow root and slippery elm bark? I will say if you're going to use the bark and the root of the marshmallow root and the slippery elm bark, and not the powdered forms. I'm talking about the actual like herb root, the bark and the root. If you're actually doing that, I highly recommend that you boil them and then use them as like a tea rinse or stuff. Now, marshmallow root and all that, you can actually drink that. Talk to your doctors before consuming anything, but you can also drink it and then use it topically on your hair, like a tea rinse or like a rinse. Now, you can also, if you have the powder, you can hydrate the powders to create like a mucilage. You can also boil those powders in a little bit of water and create that like thicker mucilage. You will boil it for a little while. Don't like excessively boil it, or use it and infuse it into an oil. So it depends on how you want to use it and like which form you're using it. Thank you, Tiana. I see she out here pushing and supporting. Thank you, girl. Darcy says, I'm scared of henna because it's not easy for me. I also use box dyes and don't know if I'm going to turn my hair green. Yeah, Darcy, I would suggest that if you're going to be using box dyes to leave henna alone. You can use other herbs like cassia or ziziphus powder, but I would say this henna binds the keratins in your hair, and so they don't react very well with the box chemicals, or it doesn't. It makes it really difficult to get the color that you're trying to achieve if you have henna on your hair. So I would recommend using other herbs if you're going to be using box dyes. Janelia says, what do you think about the XTC products? Um, Let me see. I have never tried or heard of the XTC products, so I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry. Nicole Banks says, "Hey Michelle again. I lost signal. Did you get my comment about receiving my order?" No, I missed it, hun. Can you just share it again and I'll I'll try to answer that. Nika says, I'm so out of the loop. I thought a scalp scrub was a tool. I'm sure there might be a tool for it, but the scalp scrubs are like, I think it's like a little like mask that they put on and like scrubs the scalp to exfoliate it. Tiana says, yes, ambunu helps me out tremendously with detangling. It's so versatile. Definitely, definitely. Erica B said, I've forgotten about my ambunu too. I was using it as a pre-poo. Yeah, it's great. That's the thing when you have so many herbs and herbal treatments. It's easy to forget about one. And I feel like sometimes you get stuck on an herb that you really, really love. Like I was on fenugreek and I still use fenugreek a lot, but like I was stuck on fenugreek for like months. And and I was like, all right, like let's venture past something else and go back to some, using other treatments. But it's fine. Sometimes you'll find things that you just really, really love. And if it's working for your hair, you just stick with it. Yay, I'm receiving my order soon. I'm so excited. Yeah. Nicole Bakes, deep condition and twist cream. Awesome. We love it. We'll be ordering more. Oh yeah. Thank you, Nicole. Yes. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm glad that you love it. Those things have been selling like crazy. I'm actually thinking about, and someone had asked me before to get the twist cream in a larger container, either a 12 or a 16 ounce, because people were telling me like I just go through that twist cream like so quickly. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking into getting a little bit a bigger container, because I think I want to order a larger container for also the hibiscus one, because I just feel like that is going to go very fast. And that moisturizer was so popular. People DIY that one and were in love with it. So, got some things going. Latoya, thanks for the detailed response on scalp scrubs. It's super helpful. I started using Ayurvedic herbs and love, love, love them. Yay, I'm glad. Vanessa, I have other questions, but I need to go. Ayurvedic oil, water conditioner, and standalone mask. I love the lemongrass smell. I'm addicted to it. Me too. Me too. All right, Sun is Hot Raw. Have you been doing like the scalp massages this week with your oil and your hair? I'm curious. Scalp scrub is a tool. There's a scalp massager that I use when I shampoo, so technically you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Have a great day, Vanessa. If you're still here or not, I'm not sure. Welcome, Michelle Dream Team. It makes the dream work. Okay, thanks so much. Okay, some of the herbs are edible. Example, the amla fenugreek cassia, but you must purchase the food grade. I do drink amla. Yes, definitely some of the herbs are edible. I agree. Definitely they are. Um, Logged in right after boiling my slippery elm, making DIY shampoo and DIY cassia conditioner. Ayurveda for life. Yes. Okay, Jasmine. I see you, girl. I see you. Love your channel. Thanks so much for your tutorials. You're so welcome. Thank you, Tiana. I see you, girl. All right, Sundays Hot Raw says, can you use fresh mint instead of peppermint? In your oil, if you have an oil, you have to use dried herbs and dry products. You can't use fresh products into your oil because you will cause contamination. So if you want to use fresh mint in some type of way, I highly recommend using it as like a tea and then spritzing that on your hair first and then adding the oil. That way you can get the best of both. Kimberly says, I use a twisting butter after blow drying my hair this week and love the outcome. Yay! I'm glad. I'm so glad. Michelle, when I receive your leave-in, do you think I'll be able to use it for my cornrows? Yes, yes. A lot of my friends actually who wear wigs and braids have been using that like exclusively to like re-moisturize their hair. It comes in a spray bottle, so you really can just head those cornrows up and, get that moisture back in your hair. Nicole Banks says, you have a hibiscus moisturizer too, or is it a hibiscus or a conditioner? On my channel, it's a moisturizer and a gel on my channel. Yolanda says, so last week I oiled my scalp 5 times that week, and in my hair oil, I added more essential oils this time, and my scalp felt so stimulated. And do I email my address to you for the strengthening mask? Yes, Yolanda. I'm sorry. Yes. Send me an email with your address. Do you need my email? It's NowIamNappy@gmail.com. Yes. Did y'all, I'm just curious, those who did participate this week, did you guys do any scalp massages? Because scalp massaging is so, so, so good for your hair. I highly recommend you use scalp massages anyways. I know this week that was actually last week, and I think about it, because we did scalp and then strengthening. But maybe I'll just ask in general, how do you guys feel about scalp massages? Do you guys do scalp massages? I feel like the previous week when we were doing scalp massages regularly, my scalp felt so, so good. This week, I think I only did it like twice. But I'm definitely going to try and really like focus more on doing scalp massages because they really do help so much. Okay, yeah, everyone says, Yolanda says, yes, every day for the scalp massage. Wonderful. I did my scalp massages. Perfect. Perfect. Yes, scalp massage twice this week with jojoba and rosemary. Bourbon. Did I say that right? But yeah. Okay, so brown and TT, I do scalp massages. I need to be more consistent with it. Yeah, same. I'll do good for like, of course, like the weeks that I'm on the challenge with you guys. I'll do really, really good because obviously I'm like, all right, let me focus on that. I have a good like a shampoo, and I don't know where it is. It was like a shampoo massager, and I love that thing. And then I don't know what I did with it, but I gotta get one back. I saw one that looks like little like fingers and it like goes in. I don't want to try that one. I feel like it was on Amazon, so there's different ways to massage your scalp, but definitely get it in. I see y'all are getting it in, so that's really important. Um, Stephanie says I do a scalp massage every night with scalp massager. Awesome. What scalp massager do you have? Do you have one like a plastic one, or do you have one that's like from Amazon? Like what kind of scalp massager do you have? Brown and TT says I start hot and then fizzle out. Yeah, same sis. It's just I feel like things just get busy and then I forget. But then when I do it, I'm like, why do I stop doing this? It feels so good and so relaxing. It's even better if you can get someone else to do it for you. Like I be trying to convince my husband to like massage my scalp. Um, it's so relaxing. And now that I think about it, I actually have a massage appointment at the end of this month. I've been trying to get like monthly massages because y'all, it's packing and shipping orders, like my arms and my back hurt. So I'd be literally trying to, so whenever the massage therapist comes in, I'd be like, all right, don't forget my scalp today. Because at first he was like nervous. He was like, you never touch a black woman's hair. So I was like, no, you can get in there. It's okay. It's okay. You good. You good. Okay, let's see. Oh, Sun is Hara says, I'm sorry, Michelle. I had to step out for a bit. I missed your answer on fresh mint and peppermint. Oh, okay. So I said with the fresh mint, do not add fresh ingredients to your oils because you will cause cross contamination because there's probably a little bit of moisture on that mint and you add it into the oils, you'll just create probably growth into your oils. So if you're going to use a fresh mint, you can boil it as like a tea and then use it as a tea spritz on your hair. So only dry ingredients for your oil, and if you have like fresh ingredients, put it into like a spray, a tea, and use that. And I recommend spraying that on your scalp and then using the oil afterwards. Okay. Jasmine says scalp massages really help me if I need another day or two before I have time to wash. Oh, really? I'm sure they probably like help to remove some of that buildup as you're like, circulating that on your scalp maybe. Latoya says, yes, massage scalp daily. It's a game changer. It really is a game changer. I was like reading about studies. They were saying that some, like how you do your scalp massages can actually impact hair growth as much as some like Rogaine. And it depends on, not all. Like it is beneficial as Rogaine or even like some Alma treatments and all of that. Some even herbal treatments. Because the point is you're really causing blood and nutrients to go to the hair follicles. So let's say your hair follicles are just not used to getting that much blood and not that much circulation. Your scalp massages is really allowing that, bringing that nutrients back to that hair follicle, and it's like, oh, thank you. You know what? Now we're gonna act right. Now we're gonna grow right because you massaged us. So really, that regular scalp massage is so important. And I know it's something we easily forget. I forget, at least I'll say. My scalp is tremendously itchy in the back of my head. Hard to grow there also. What do you recommend? Yes, I did my scalp massage. Love it. Okay, so I would first of all, sometimes with itchy scalp can be a number of issues. Have you ever had a blood test just in general? Because sometimes like you're scratching or go to your dermatologist to see if there's any underlying issues before you just slap on stuff. But some great herbs that have like antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiseptic that are great for an itchy scalp are either neem or tulsi powder, Tulsi, or neem, Neem. Now you can use, I highly recommend the powder for neem as opposed to the oil. The oil stinks to high heaven, but you can infuse the powder into an oil and it won't stink that bad. It won't, well, to me, I don't like, I like the smell of neem powder. I do not like the smell of neem oil. You can use that. You can also use herb. Like I have a scalp relief oil with herbs like nettle, amla, fenugreek, burdock root, rosemary, lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, and tea tree. That scalp relief oil is bomb. And it does help out with a dry and itchy scalp, but like just make sure that there are no other underlying issues that are causing that. Okay. Um, that can sometimes mean that there's something else going on. So make sure you can figure that out as well. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, let me look at this scalp massager that you just linked, Tiana. Because I'm definitely that's the one. That's the one I was looking at. Yes, that's the one I wanted. I might have to just go ahead and get it. Okay, let me see. Vibrating scalp massage from Amazon. I got the Sun and Hot Ross says I got that massager and it's dead comfortable. Also gave me a scalp massage brush from Curlsmith. Okay. Buy a good scalp massager. I'm good. Look, as soon as I finish this, I'm about to be on Amazon looking at all these scalp massagers. But I saw the one that you put it, Tiana, the Lapme electric scalp massager. Though it has a, it looks like it has like the little hands. I think I saw like Natural 85 like do she was like reviewing scalp massages like a year, 2 years ago. I don't even remember how long ago it was. And she was like, first she was like skeptical about it, and I think she was like, "Oh, this actually feels really good." And ever since then, I wanted one. I don't know why I just didn't like get one, but now I'm like dead set on getting this scalp massager, and definitely a vibrating or electronic one. Maybe that should be our next. Ooh. I'm sorry, it just scrolled up. Maybe that should be our next challenge. Daily scalp massages with different oils. Ooh, or teas. What do y'all think? I like that idea. I like that idea. I think it will just make us be more conscious about massaging our scalp, being intentional about it. Thank you for all of these lives, Michelle. You're one of the few who makes the lives feel like I'm sitting and talking to a family member or friend. Oh, yay. I'm glad. I'm glad. Mamzelle says dry the mint. I dry wild mint in the sun as it doesn't take long to dry. Okay, as long as you dry, look, as long as the herbs are dry, that's fine, but not fresh. Um, oh, I did add a few fresh rosemary leaves to the oil I made. Is that bad considering it's been sitting there for a month? Um, it could be, it depends. It depends on, it really depends. I would say, what does your oil look like? Do you have, what does your oil look like? I definitely recommend dry herbs for oils. Not just me, because and the thing is, not every fresh herb is gonna have water pouring from it. But the problem is that there's moisture in all fresh, things. So by putting moisture with oils like that and not preserving it, you know, it can cause some contamination. Also, though, if it's a small amount of moisture, it might be okay, but it really does depend. Um, Nicole says, I just started using Neem. It really helps. Haven't been tested. Yeah, Neem, I'll say Neem is powerful. Neem is amazing. It if I'm having, and that's why I have the neem or tulsi powder video that I did making the oil. If I'm having any scalp issues, and though I have my scalp relief oil, but I just want to be like, you know what? And I know for me, I could just there's neem and tulsi, by the way, in the scalp relief oil. I will use that thing as a hot oil treatment, pre-poo that, and leave that on for like 45 minutes, an hour. And I'm telling you, that itch will go away. Like, and my scalp will be like, all right, we'll decide to act better. Like, well, okay, we'll love you a little bit, Michelle. So, but that scalp relief oil, when I tell you, I've had people message me. I've had a few guys who literally DM me and were like, my wife bought me this oil, but I just had to come on and tell you that this oil is the only thing that stops my scalp from like flaking and itching and all this stuff. So, those things are really, really, really great. Let's see. Yolanda says, I have a lot of breakage around my nape area. What Ayurveda can I use to help stimulate and grow that area? Because I've been keeping it moisturized and protecting that area with a satin scarf. I'm curious, Yolanda, do you know why your nape area breaks often? Is that due to like rubbing in that particular area? You're wearing like a coat, or not that it's cold right now, but is it something that's causing the breakage before I just say like, because, for the most part, our hair is always growing. And I think, again, like herbs that I always recommend, amla, nettle, fenugreek is great for hair growth. Um, Rosemary is great for hair growth. Burdock root, all those things are great for that. Peppermint essential oil for stimulating that area as well. But find out what's causing that breakage to begin with. Maybe it's not just about herbs that you're going to use on your scalp, but what you're doing like outside of that. Because like for me, I know I wear like, well, usually when I come on the lives, I have my hair down, but most of the time if I'm going to wear my hair out, I'll put it up like this, right? Nothing fancy, but I'll usually put it up because I don't, that rubbing will cause breakage if you constantly leave your hair out. Now, if you're somebody who protects your style often and you're still experiencing breakage, you might really probably consider about your moisturizing practices, your deep conditioning practices, and maybe you need some strengthening products, like more strengthening. I know a lot of people are scared of protein treatments, but sometimes if you're having consistent breakage like that, then it needs actual protein. And you probably could do well with a hard and fast protein, but I think there's a lot that can go on with that. Um, oh, definitely like the oil massages recommendation. Okay, okay. Michelle, that scalp massager will put you to sleep. I found out about it from Natural 85. It is amazing. I will buy it for you. You deserve it. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. Tigsy Lamb. Hi, it's okay that fresh tea with oil. I live to my hair for a week or 2 weeks. Yeah, that's fine if you're using fresh tea and an oil. Like, you mean separately, like you putting fresh tea on spray and then you add the oil afterwards to leave on your hair? Yes, that's perfectly fine to leave on your hair as long as your hair's not feeling dried out and your hair is feeling moisturized. Okay. Um, I will fail at that hair tea because this in the fridge business. Chill. Brown and TT, get a preservative, and then you won't have to worry about the fridge. The fridge is, I agree. Sometimes I put stuff in the fridge and then I forget about it, and then it'll be like 6 months later, and my husband will clean out the fridge. He'd be like, "No, this tea's been in here for." I'd be like, "Shh, I'm gonna use it." He'd be like, "You ain't gonna use this tea," but shh, I'm gonna use it. Nika, Neem is about that life. Sis, Neem is always about that life. Neem will get you all the way together. We'll get you all the way together. Yolanda, it could also be your shirts rubbing on your hair also, right? What are your thoughts on wild hair growth oil? I've never used wild hair growth oil. I think some people really love it. I don't know what are the ingredients in it. I guess I could look it up, but wild growth. Let's see. And I'll just let you know, my opinion on a wild growth oil, it could just be about ingredients. I can't say if it actually works because I've never used it, okay? A lot of times I like to look at ingredients and say like if it's worth for me to like buy it, or to recommend it to someone based on the ingredients, or I would tell you like, you know what, just DIY one with such and such ingredients and it would be better. So where are their ingredients though? Oh, they don't share the ingredients. That's what I'm literally looking at it. I'm like, what are the ingredients? And it's not showing me. Um, well, that makes it really hard for me to say. I would say if you really want to try it, maybe read the reviews. But I don't know. And if they don't share the ingredients, that makes it really hard to say. Um, honestly, I'm a fan of, yes, I could say buy my scalp oil, but I would say what is the intent of using the wild growth oil. You're trying to get like some crazy growth or crazy stuff. You can formulate your own oil by yourself that's probably going to be equally as good or whatever. Based on based on some of the things that I have given you, provided for you guys, okay? We have a video about um, oils, how to infuse herbs into oils. I have videos about herbs that will grow your hair to help hair growth. I have videos on herbs that help hair fall, to help prevent hair fall. I have videos on herbs that are all about scalp care. I have videos about essential oils, how to infuse it. I have videos on all of that. And they're sectioned off onto my channel and playlist. So if you're worried about a product because you don't know what's in the product, um, definitely DIY your own. And if you want a product that you know what's in the product, then you can check out some of my Ayurvedic oils that I have. I have a stimulating Ayurvedic oil. Tiana just dropped the link in the chat for you. That has 10 particular herbs for hair growth, hair fall, hair loss, all that wonderful things. Um, my biggest thing about anything in general, literally everything in general, is knowledge, right? Knowledge gives you power to make the decisions of what you want to use intentionally use on your hair. A lot of these things that we think are just impossible for us to do, like, oh, I just don't know what works. Like, you can probably, I don't say figure it out, but like, go to people who are teaching about it. Look at channels that are showing you like, these herbs are for hair growth, these herbs are for hair loss, these herbs are for X, Y, and Z. Because, and then I'm not the only Ayurvedic YouTuber who teaches about that. But I'm just saying, like, they're out there, and such a fan of knowing why you're using it, what's in the particular oil, what does that particular herb do, because you can, you know what I mean, people can slap, and let me tell you, this field is not regulated in the way that it should be, but I could literally put coconut oil and 2 drops of peppermint oil and, I don't know, some nettle in it, and say, this is a wonderful hair growth thing, and I don't give you the ingredients, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go out and buy it, and it's like, you don't you don't know what's in it. You don't know if it's really 10 ingredients or it's one ingredient or it's any. So I always say, like, whatever you decide to do, and if you decide on that growth oil, I've seen people use it and they love it. I don't know what's in it. I just like to be informative about what I'm using, why I'm using it. Um, what herbs I'm using. Like, people always tell me, like, oh, I have herbs that with 20 or 30, I have oils with 20 or 30 herbs in it. I'm like, okay, and I'm sure that's wonderful. I'm sure that oil is probably bomb. But I also like to, my intention is to use herbs, and I do this all the time when I'm formulating stuff, depending on what I'm formulating. Something for hair growth, something for hair fall, and something for scalp. Okay. That way I'm covering a range of it. Now there are herbs that cover multiple things, like amla can cover multiple, like hair growth and hair fall. Fenugreek can cover hair growth, hair fall, but maybe it also can cover strength. It's also great for dandruff. But let's say I'm like, when I formulated my scalp relief oil, I was really intentional. When I say that, I chose all the herbs that I could research on that dealt with some form of scalp issue, right? And I'm targeting scalp care specifically as scalp issues, dry scalp, certain forms of dermatitis, dandruff, itchiness. So I'm researching all the herbs on that I just like to be informed. That's all I'm saying. And for anyone out here, because let me tell you, anyone can sell you anything, but if you don't know what it is, why it is, like, I don't know. That's just my spill on it. Like, that's kind of why I have my channel, and it's about education. It's about knowledge. Like, don't let people slap something on here and be like, this is perfectly magical and here's why, and they don't list the ingredients, and you're just out here putting anything on your scalp that you maybe can make in at your house. Okay, I know that was a long rant, so let's see. Sunnis Hot Ross says the oil is rich, dark in color, but it's not molding or anything like that. All right, I would probably continue to use it, but just moving forward, I would just recommend leaving the fresh ingredients in the teas or letting them completely dry before adding it. Like I said, you probably have, and the rosemary is probably so minimal, you're probably fine, but just be careful. Watch the oil, or if you start to feel like something's going on with your scalp, just toss it and start fresh. Sorry, sometimes you take the L, but it's worth it. It's worth it if you're suffering, if your scalp starts to spaz out or act weird. Tiana says, I just did a protein treatment. I just had a protein treatment done for the first time by a stylist. She uses the Olaplex 7-step treatment. My hair feels stronger already. Yeah. Olaplex is really, really good. They're a patented technology. It's really about rebuilding sulfur bonds in the hair. Really great. Phenomenal treatment. And it really helps with breakage. Same like to me, Apple G protein. Green Beauty has a hardcore protein treatment, but that's bomb. Those are just straight protein. If you're suffering from breakage, and I tell everyone that if you're suffering from breakage constantly and you're like, I'm doing this and that, and protein, you need protein. Brown on TT says I really need to get one for real. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Yolanda says it's due to rubbing. Okay, so definitely make sure you start to use and manipulate your hair up and away from things that are causing the breakage at the back. Okay, so they don't even share their ingredients for the wild growth oil. I would never use a product that doesn't tell me what's in it because I don't want to end up throwing it away because it took a month to prepare. I get it, Sun is hot raw. Like, I totally get it. Michelle's Ayurvedic hair growth oil playlist. Thank you, Tiana. Yes, yes. Informed hair growth. Yes. And I agree. Informed hair growth as opposed to people trying to sell you a dream. Mm-hmm. Girl, you better preach on it. There are a bunch of snake oil out on the market that says fast growth and people fall for it, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. Kimberly says wild growth oil, coconut, olive oil, jojoba, rice bran, cocoa butter, acerola, pomegranate, rosehip, pumpkin seed, extracts of mushroom, chickpea, lentil, cocoa mass, sesame seed, essential oil. Interesting. I mean, it doesn't. Oh, essential oils of clary, sage, eucalyptus, frankincense, geranium, grapefruit, lavender, and peppermint. Honestly, those ingredients sound amazing. Everything. I don't know what acerola is. Acerola, acerola. I don't know. I may probably mispronouncing it, but there are some really good oils in there. Rice bran is really great. So is rosehip and pumpkin seed, and all of those essential oils are really good too. I agree. Knowledge is power. I've become an ingredient snob. I like clean, simple, quality ingredient lists. Yes, same, same. And I think it's also crazy. I'll say worse, but it's worse for me because as I begin to formulate products, you really see what is in the product and what is just fluff, and what is just fluff versus actually things that are actually beneficial and helpful. Okay. Oh, acerola is cherry, high in vitamin C. Yeah. Well, cherry, do know cherry is really great for the hair. So I'm glad. That sounds like a really good it really sounds like a decent oil. I mean, I'll say this, not everything's gonna work for everybody, but it sounds good. To Tig Slim, I use color my hair now. How treat and moisturize. So are you saying you use color on your hair, Tig Slim? If you're using color on your hair, I definitely, and I always say this, if you're new to hair care, I'm always going to say if you're using color, go to a stylist. Recommend a stylist who knows about hair color. And also, you're probably going to need either some type of reconstructing treatments or strengthening protein treatments. Um, Probably you do very well with Apogee. No, not Apogee. Well, Apogee too, but Olaplex, as it also helps rebond and rebuild your hair. So when you add color to your hair, you're basically like stripping the the cuticle layers from your hair strand. So you want to rebuild those up. You want to make sure your hair gets strong and healthy again. So I would definitely think that if you're using color, you need a good routine of strength and moisturizing and deep conditioning probably every wash day. You probably can't go a wash day without deep conditioning and always use heat or steam. Solid. What color? I also want to ask, what color is your hair? Tiana says, I love Green Beauty's protein treatment as well. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Oh, Kimberly says that is the original. The light one has different oils. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know much about, like I said, I don't know much about wild growth oil. I didn't never get into that like craze. I know it was like a craze for a while, but I never really tried and used it per se. But I mean the ingredients, if those are the ingredients, it looks good. It looks good. Um, okay, thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you. You're so welcome. What's your take on and chia seed gel. I think they're great. And I think if they work for you, by all means, use it. Use it. Um, they're really great at defining curls, and it's a natural gel. It's really good. You know, those herbs that create their own mucilage provide such a nice layer of sometimes like slip or moisture to the hair strand. So I'm a fan of it. Naturally, Nika says the fluff ingredients make you go, what do you use that for, Willis? Yes, yes. And I'm telling you, like before I was always questioning, but now that I'm able to formulate and I be reading through products, especially some of the larger brand names, that have they started out as a small brand and now they're like so mainstream, and they used to use all natural everything particular, and now you're just reading through the label and you're just like, oh, I don't want to say you sold out, because I know like once you come publicly traded, sometimes companies want to find cheaper versions of what you're using. So like, my all of my products say like, not all of them, but like use shea butter and mango butter and good oils like avocado oils. Those oils are not cheap, right? They're like shea butter is reasonably priced, but like some of the oils I use are not cheap. And if you're a big company, you're trying to mass produce, they're gonna exchange that out for mineral oil, because mineral oil you can get that for pennies on the gallon, but shea butter or almond oil or sweet avocado wait no sweet almond oil or avocado oil, those are much more expensive. So this is what happens with companies when they get bigger, they just swap out ingredients, and that's why like what happens like with brands, like you'll start using them and then all of a sudden one day you're like, this product's not working for me no more, and then you turn around and look at the back of the label and it's just full of things that you're like, this is not what I used to use. Like it's completely different. But that's what happens when a lot of these brands go public and they just start making things in mass. And it's very hard to like regulate, or to see what's actually going in there. And a lot of times, some of those really good products and the really really good lines start to use less than products or less than ingredients. Okay, Andrew says henna is great for natural hair. Yes, it is. Yes, we definitely promote that on this channel, dear. We love henna. Tiana says, I stay away from the larger brands. They change their ingredients to make it easier for supply and demand. No, I'm good. Yep. Yep. Oh, Tixley Alum says, black. Your hair is black. Okay, so I'm glad that it's not like a super light color, but you still want to make sure you're getting enough protein and strengthening treatment. So I would definitely like probably every other week for you do some type of a strengthening treatment to your hair. Um, and I would do it in like by strengthening hair mask that has protein and moisture. It's a good balance. And then you probably would need like a harder or straight protein treatment like once every 6 to 8 weeks. But I also would recommend just go to if you have one, go to a good hairdresser in your area for them to assess the health of your hair currently. Because even if you're using black dyes, it still has to tear down your hair to deposit the color, unfortunately, onto your hair strand. So just to assess that, and then I recommend always deep conditioning with heat or with steam, moisture 1 week, strengthening 1 week, moisture 1 week, strengthening. And when I say strengthening, I mean like in the strengthening slash moisture mixture, like we have in my strengthening hair mask. You need a good combination, and then make sure you are always moisturizing your hair after that. A lot of people who use dyes and box dyes tend to have higher porosity hair, because again you're stripping away at the hair follicles. So what you need is something strengthening to repair that. You'll also probably do well with aloe vera. A lot of times aloe vera helps to lay that cuticle flat, so that's really really great for your hair as well. So you can maybe use like aloe, or a leave-in that contains aloe. My leave-in contains aloe, some type of moisturizing treatment, and then still within a butter or an oil. And you might be able to get away with something that's a little bit heavier, because again, those who have or higher porosity hair tend to lose moisture very quickly because your hair is more porous because of the chemical dyes on your hair. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, hold on. Okay. In the past, I used to order from Afroveda. The company was rife with complaints about formula changes. How often do you change your formula or products? I don't change my formula on my products. I try to always just stick with the formula that I initially came out with. Um, I'm also I'm still look, Darcy, for me, I'm still a one woman company, business, whatever you want to call it, and everything is handmade. And so once the formula is out there, I don't change it. And if I ever, let's say there's a shortage in something and I can't get a particular product, like let me tell you, when COVID hit, I couldn't get bottles, the pack, like the containers, the same color. So I will let you know on the site, like, hey, the containers are different color, but the ingredients and the formula are exactly the same. So if I ever have to make some change, like when COVID hit and the world shut down, we couldn't get ingredients or certain products, I will definitely let you know ahead of time. But as long as the company is mine, I'm not going to go and cheaper for lesser products or lesser ingredients. I just don't believe in that. Um, Also, I feel like as someone who's watched my hair change dramatically from using better products, I don't want to go back to using lesser products, like, or lesser ingredients. Like, I know what works very well for my hair, so I wouldn't do that to you guys. And if I ever had to change a formula, like something was happening and I had to change a formula, I would definitely let you know in advance. So that way you're not buying a product and you get it and you're like, this is not what I ordered. That's just my take on the issue, because I'm really picky about ingredients and formulas and all of that. Yes, I read ingredients for everything that I put on my hair, on my skin, or in my body. Yes. To purchase Michelle's. Thank you, Tiana. That's so true. That's what happened with Cantu. But I swear the originators of popular products no longer use their own products once they sell their company. Yeah, Nika, I definitely agree with you. I think what happens when they sell their company or they become publicly traded and they don't own majority shares of their company, um, people, again, they're going to just use inferior products because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to put mineral oil. It's cheaper to use, uh, I don't know, or it's just cheaper to use other ingredients that are inferior. That's what I'll leave it at that. And it's really unfortunate because it really does impact how your hair is. And I will say this, until I started making homemade products, my hair has never looked and felt better. And that's because I'm intentional, and I would not ever, like I said, intentionally do that for you guys, because I want you to use my products. I want you to love my products, and I want your hair to flourish. So, as a whole, I would not do that. So, hello from India. Yeah, there's no need for fluff ingredients. Once I see soybean or corn oil, I put the product down. Yeah, yeah. I can honestly and proudly say that all of my hair care products are black owned and handmade. Now I am Nappy and two other brands, 100%. Yeah, my hair has been flourishing. Yes, yes. Them handmade products with black owned companies, especially when they're still small, even growing larger, they really care. I mean, they really care. I know I really care about, and I set my name on something that I'm not using or that I don't care about or that I'm gonna put out in the industry, and then pray that y'all like, oh, I hope y'all like this new version, and y'all don't even know what's going on. You just get a package and you're like, this is not what I ordered. Yeah, so. PJ Jones, so true. Even with food, once they get food followers, the great flavor taste is replaced with sugar and salt to extend the shelf life and increase the price. Sticking with Now I'm Nappy. I'm good. Yay! Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Oh my God, yes, the virus made so many ingredients scarce. Yeah, it really did. It really did, especially Anika in the beginning. And I was just starting, and it's funny because I started my line in the midst of COVID, right? So it was like I would order one product or one ingredient from this one company, and I would go back the following week. And in the beginning, like, I was only ordering like a small batch of things. Like, I didn't know, y'all were saying y'all were gonna ride for me, but I didn't know. I was starting a new business. There's that nerves. So I only brought like maybe enough to make like 30 products total, right? And y'all sold that out in like a week, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. I was really proud of myself. So when I went to order more of the same exact ingredients, it was like out of stock. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll I'll see when they come back in stock, and they're like, no, out of stock, probably not getting the stock until October. And I was like, this was July or June. And I was like, wait, swerve. That's till October? So then I literally had to like, I found another company that, this is where you also, this someone had mentioned, this is also where you have to like have multiple suppliers. And then I stopped playing games. I stopped ordering enough for 30 and started ordering stuff for like 300, right? So this is why my whole office and this whole second bedroom that I'm in is just full of boxes of stuff, because like I feel like I can't run out, and I'm not gonna go buy cheaper products or cheaper ingredients for you guys. And so like I would order like a gallon of things, and I'll order 5 or 10 gallons of things. So I just have it in stock. I just, I'm, and now, and as a company, as a small company, as a small business, I'm learning. I'm still trying to figure out certain things. Also, I realized again that the bottles, and I put on my thing. I'm like, I'm sorry, the bottles are going to change colors. All the ingredients, everything's the same. I feel like I went from white bottles, actually start from the burgundy bottles to white bottles to clear bottles, and it's just, when I say none of the companies had all the same things in stock, and I was just like, I can either wait for to have a uniform, product bottle, or I can just have different ones. And if y'all rock with me, y'all rock with me. Y'all know that I'm eventually gonna one day have everything the same color again. But right now with COVID, and everybody was having the same problem. It wasn't just me. I saw companies switch from blue bottles to completely all white bottles, from clear bottles to all types of things. It was just really struggle busting it during that time. So yeah. But I would say, as someone who's, this is just me. I'm a one woman business right now at this point. Everything's handmade. I'm always going to care about ingredients. Um, I just am. Also, this, if you ever look at my YouTube, if you don't know my YouTube and everything, that's so important to me. And that's about like knowledge and power and education. And so I feel like to be just dishonest and to like sell you something that if I just change your formula and you don't know, I just feel it's dishonest. And that's not what my brand is about at all. So, yeah. Oh my God, yes, this virus made so many ingredients scarce. It really did. Hi, Tiffany. You just woke up from your nap. Hey, I'm actually, ladies, Danilia. Hey, Danilia, how are you, dear? Oh, you did amazing. Buying in bulk, so needed. Yes, yes, I definitely learned. Um, it feels so good to be with a company business from the ground up. It's so personal and intimate. I feel so honored to walk with you, spreading the word. Oh, thank you, PJ Jones. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate y'all. I really, literally, and it's so hard because like some people who like joined me like in the last 3-4 months think that I'm like this big company, this big business, and I'm like, no, I'm still a black girl from Philly. Well, I live in Philly. I'm not from Philly, but I live in Philly, and I'm just like, no, I'm literally. Y'all have, if you've been there from like June, July, y'all see me drop my first deep conditioner. I had 30 products, and then it was like, y'all been from the bottom to the top with me, and who knows where we're going to take it, right? Now I'm ordering stuff in 300, 400. I don't know, one day I'm going to have a little warehouse and y'all going to be riding out with me. And I love and appreciate y'all so much. Like, I really do. I really do. Michelle, do you have a P.O. box, sis, so that I can buy you that scalp massager as a thank you for your wonderful hair care line and beautiful spirit? Oh, thank you. I do. I do appreciate it too. All right. My P.O. box. Honest product is the reason that your company is and will continue to flourish. Love that. Thank you so much. Thank you, sweet lady. Thank you so much. I use the moisture before the color, like banana, avocado, oil with oil, because I have gray hair, but after the color so dry. Yeah, you need something that's actually Tigsilum. You need something that's actually going to be like a true conditioner. Um and when I say that, you need something that has like an emulsifier. So a lot of people use fruits and veggies as conditioners, but a true conditioner means that you need something that has like anti like static anti frizz. I forget the formal definition right now. My brain is getting a little tired. But you need something that's formulated specifically for that, and not just food. Food can have a place, bananas can have a place in a regimen, but when you're dealing with chemical dyes, you need products that are formulated specifically for moisturizing. And I'm talking about it, what I'm talking about, and Of course, I don't have it here with me because the shelf is basically empty. This only has well, wet butters on this shelf, but you need products that can something that contains probably what's called bentronium methyl sulfate. It's BTMS. That is actually one of the best conditioners. That really, 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 really provides slip, moisture, antiseptic to your hair. So it helps with detangling. It helps with all that. That's why almost all of my products are formulated with that particular ingredient in it. That is really what's going to help bring moisture to your hair because those ingredients, while I mean those food products, while they might help for someone who maybe doesn't need like some strong treatments, when you deal with color, you have to be using something specifically formulated for moisturizing or strengthening the hair. Tiana, you're welcome, dear. Honestly, if you are in the U.S. or UK, and I do ship to certain places, other places, I highly recommend getting my strengthening hair mask, my oat and aloe strengthening hair mask, because it has um, great strengthening, leave-in, and strengthening, moisturizing ingredients. Has that BTMS, has other cetyl alcohol in it. Really ingredients that are meant to moisturize, bring moisture to the hair. I mean, and anyone, Brown, I think Brown and TT, Sweet Lady, a couple people who've used that deep conditioner in here. Tiana, I think Tiana's used it. Uh, they will testify that deep conditioner will leave your hair feeling amazing. Like your hair will be so moisturized. Like that is the point of that conditioner. It's for dry and damaged hair. So that will probably do you a world of wonder. Wanda says, "Do you have a chemistry background?" Yes, I do. Yes. Tiffany says, "I started adding BTMS to my homemade deep conditioners. I love it." Yeah, BTMS, and in particular, BTMS 50. Am I freezing? Okay. BTMS 50 is a game changer. BTMS 25 or 225 is great, but BTMS 50 has the most slip I've ever seen in conditioner. Yeah. Tiana says, yes, that deep conditioner is bomb. Yeah. And I tell people, if you're really suffering from dryness, you can't find a product that's going to bring some moisture level up into your hair, put that on and put a heat cap on or sit in your steamer for 30 minutes, rinse it out. Your hair is going to be you're going to be a different person. You're going to be out here like, you know what, sis, your hair is going to be really, really moisturized. But yeah. All right, you guys, I'm actually about to head out very soon. Oh, Tiffany says, what BTMS is in your gloss bar? It's the BTMS 50 in my gloss bars. Yep, that's what I use. That's why I'm really picky about about ingredients. That's why I also recommend the gloss bars. So a lot of people who are worried about herbs, that one does have like that conditioner. So when you add the water, it just creates a nice conditioning effect to your hair. You know? Hey Alana, how are you, dear? Naturally, Nika says chemist gay. Yes, girl. Well, I did almost all the. I feel like almost all the chemistry. Oh man, P chem, organic chem, inorganic chem, physical chem, biochem, chemistry. I love it. And let's see here. Hold up. The DC is incredible. I'm very picky and would recommend it if it were not true. 4C low poop. Yes, yes. Um, Amazon saying that my PO box is not deliverable. Mm, let me see. Let me make sure I gave you the right address. I have it written down. I'm so bad. I hope that I gave you the right one. Where is? Give me 1 second. Hi, Poopy. What were you doing? What were you doing? What were you doing? You just came in here like you was doing something. What was you doing? It was PO. I put PO Box 43343. Yeah, That's my P.O. box. Um, I'm not sure why. Let me give me a second. Hi, baby. Neon, what is your BTMS source? Oh, some companies may not deliver to PO boxes, especially if the Amazon shipper is UPS. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, so my BTMS source is chemistrystore.com. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. Okay, so that's my source for BTMS 50. I have not been able to find it on Amazon either. It's that you can get any other type, but not that. Let me see. Robin says, praise them. It's my first time with you, and I just ordered my electric scalp massager. God bless you. You're so welcome, dear. And thank you, Tiana, for sharing that. Okay, some companies may not deliver. Oh, okay. You can send it through Cash App, PayPal. Yeah, I do have a Cash App. Oh, hi. I know. Somebody wants attention. Can y'all see this real quick? Oh, did I just turn this off? Hi. Hi. I don't want to pet you right now. I'm trying to. Goodness. Give me some. Night. Night. Stop it. Do you see this one over here? All right. So yes. My Cash App is hi. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. Okay. And thank you so much, Tiana. I really appreciate you supporting me. I really do, and making sure I get this scalp massager because I'm literally about to order that. Okay. Yes, I deep conditioners for now. Thank you, Nicole. Did I miss anybody else so far? BTMS 50 definitely isn't on Amazon. They only have BTMS 225. Yeah. He's adorable. He deserves all the pets. He's so spoiled. And I was like, Mommy, you're not showing me any. He's not, I know. He's like, I am here. Look at my baby Knight. He's a spoiled brat. He's spoiled old man. You spoiled old man. Thank you, Tiana. Thank you. Okay. Do you recommend henna gloss bars? Hi, baby. I know. I know. What did I do? What did I touch on my screen? Oh, am I recording that? I don't want to record that. Okay, there we go. um, do you recommend henna gloss bars for those who use box colors? Your pooch is adorable. Darcy, no, I don't. I definitely recommend not using henna with box colors. You can use any of the other gloss bars that I have, the Alma Fenugreek Neem or the Moringa and Alma gloss bar. Why he look like he has a gray goatee? He is. My baby's graying. He's definitely graying. You graying? You getting a little old? You getting a little old, man? Hi, hi. He's all like gray, all in here. And he turned 6. You know, unfortunately, the big boys they don't last that long. But we hoping he's gonna last forever, baby. Yeah, they only last to like and it's sad, like his breed only lasts about 10, but his color, so he's blue, they only last to like 9. So, I can't even think about that. Like that would just make me cry. Um, because in my world he's gonna last forever. Hi, my old man. Hi. And let me tell you, y'all, since I've been giving him like a half raw diet, he's been doing phenomenal. And so I'm hoping that he, lasts longer. So yeah, and he's been like he's super active. We walk every day, couple hours every single day. So yeah. Um, your shea butter is so fluffy. Hi, baby. Okay. Your shea butter is so fluffy. I use it. Is it okay to use on your body? Uh, Janine, I would not use it on your body because shea is really not can make your skin feel a little itchy if you're using it on your body. I do have a shea whipped butter that you probably would love. It's whipped very similar to the shea. You'll probably love that. It also comes in I think four cents. Um, hey, now you popular on here. All the girls talking about you over here. Hi Michelle. So I wanted to blow out my hair and give it a break from the braids. My hairdresser was blown away with my growth. Your oils have my thinning hair growing and growth insurance. Oh, yay, Denise! I'm so happy. That's making me so happy. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you, Tiana. I got your cash app. Thank you, sis. Uh, my child lived to be almost 15. May Night be with you for many years to come. Yes, please, please. I just can't imagine my life without him. He's gonna be with us forever indeed. He's gonna be faking you out at the park for life. For life. I hope so. We had a lot of fun this morning at the park actually. I was chasing him around. So I let him off the leash, and he usually stays near me whenever there's like other people at the park, and I usually try not to take him off the leash. There's like other people nearby because they always freak out because he's 150 pounds. Like he looks intimidating. Looks intimidating. He's not. But these guys were like coming around and walking around. They're like, "Oh my God, don't let your dog get me." And I was like, don't tempt me. I might. Like I wasn't even thinking about you. We weren't even thinking about you over there. They just wanted to come say something. But Knight and I were like playing, and I had his leash, and I was like using it to like do a trail around him. We were like running in circles and playing a lot. So he's so active. He's doing really well. Okay, let's see. Thank you, thank you. I will definitely be supporting your business. Thank you for asking my questions. You're welcome. This is why I have your shea whipped butter and lavender mint. Okay, wonderful. Welcome. You'll be surprised. Many Indian people don't respect Ayurveda. They're all into prescription pills for solutions. How backwards. That's so interesting. Because, it started with them, but, sometimes it's what people promote in the world and they psych themselves out into other things. I don't know. Tiffany, 150 pounds. Yep. We went to the doctor, his vet, the other day. He is like 147. So 147 pounds. He eats everything. Everything. Don't let him tell it. He's always starving. Sherry says, thanks so much for doing this challenge with us. Your products are bomb. I want to make your fenugreek leave-in. Can I use Eco in place of, Optifin? Can I use Eco in the place? What do you mean is Eco? Can I use for the preservative? I don't know what is Eco. Hi, the Modern Natural. Oh, let me flirt with pretty women looking behind. You know it. You know that's what they was doing. Trying to come over here and talk to me. But Knight don't play that. Knight don't play don't I will say Knight is he's a very friendly dog. One thing he don't like you doing though, don't flirt with my mom. Don't flirt with my mom. And he's actually more I would say he's more vicious when he's on the leash as opposed to when he's off the leash. Because on the leash I think he feels like he's protecting me. Basub says they're all into Western medicine and respect doctors who prescribe medications that all have serious side effects. Ayurveda, I think, is the future. I definitely think it is the future. I think more and more companies will get into it or need to get into it, honestly. And as just a holistic approach, not even just, yeah, we're talking about it as used for topical things, but it has so many great uses internally for the body. Um, did you sell color too? I do not sell color. No, I don't. Tiana says, wow, 150 pounds. He's a big boy, but still a baby. People are always intimidated by larger dogs. And the dogs don't even be worried about people unless they bother you, of course. Exactly, exactly. I said we was out here playing. He wasn't thinking about nobody. um. Oh, sure. You said lucidal. Preservatives. Yes, you can use lucidal. Let me just double check on the pH of that, but I'm pretty sure you can use that in place of the lucidal. Is it lucidal plus or lucidal liquid? I just want to confirm. Yeah, the lucidal liquid you can use. Oh, and just so you know, just FYI, the recommended for lucidal liquid is 2 to 4%. pH is between 4 to 6. Okay, so as long as the pH of your whatever the fenugreek is, make sure it's between the pH of 4 to 6, and you want to use that at a usage of 2%. It says you can use it up to 4, but I would start with 2% and see how that gets you or leaves you. Yeah. I had to redo my whole wash. Okay, wait. I used shikakai paste to wash my hair today and it left my hair feeling dry and brittle. Gave me a lot of breakage. Oh no. Then I used almond paste to condition and just made it worse. I had to redo my whole wash routine. Oh, I'm so sorry from the Bonner Natural. Maybe you'll start off with something less harsh. I should say less harsh, but less harsh, and maybe stick with right now. Maybe adding just like a teaspoon of almond powder to your conditioner, and then start from there. Um, a lot of these herbs have some strengthening properties, so it just probably was too much. So I highly recommend just starting like kind of how we did with this challenge. We slow walked ourselves into like I don't even think we've done a full mass treatment. I think this week will be the only no the henna the henna gloss bar was still a gloss treatment. It wasn't a full treatment. I think this week will be the first week we technically do a full mask like treatment. All the other ones were either glosses or a formula of it. So I definitely recommend if you're going to start Ayurveda in the next round, I know you're probably nervous now because you're probably like, wait, swerve, I don't want to do that. Um, Either try it in an oil first or add just a teaspoon to your deep conditioner and leave it at that. And I recommend just a teaspoon of alma to your deep conditioner. That's it. Absolutely, I 100% I absolutely I am 100% pro Ayurveda. Very good to see people seeing the valuable properties of natural medicine. Definitely. Sherry Bryan says, "Can any preservative be used interchangeably?" No, it cannot. And I'm going to tell you why. Multiple things. There are preservatives that do not dissolve in oil. There are preservatives that do not dissolve in liquids. There are preservatives that can only cover a certain pH, a pH range. There are some preservatives that are best for emulsions. I'm trying to think of what other things. So they're not always interchangeable. And they're always, again, like I mentioned earlier, they're not also always used at the same percentage. A lot of them, I will say a lot of them are about 1%, but I just found out with lucidal liquid is 2 to 4%. Um, the other one that I've been recently playing with is the liquid Germal Plus, and you use that at 0.5%. Use it 0.2 to 0.5%. So that's even less. Each preservative is a little bit different. You have synthetic preservatives versus natural preservatives, and they're not all interchangeable. But very good question, actually. Tiana, Ayurveda is definitely the future and is here to stay as long as you find what works for you. 100% what works for you. Um, I just found an Ayurvedic doctor in my area of California. I can't wait to go see them. That's awesome. I wish there was. I'm sure there probably is one near here, near Philly, somewhere in Philly, because definitely worth it. Uh, Detangling was a nightmare. Do you have the Modern Natural? Do you have excuse me? Do you have a good deep conditioner that has some slip with it? Because then I always recommend if you're in the midst of a detangling nightmare, which I've been there before. Not off of herbs, but I definitely been there before. I recommend like putting the deep conditioner on, putting your cap on, letting it sit, and then working your way through slowly, detangling. Good luck. I forgot to mention that your leave-in conditioner really kept my hair moisturized. Moisturizer was a bomb. My braids were in for about 3 weeks. Yay! I'm so glad. Thanks for the feedback, Denise. I appreciate it. I'll try that. Okay. Tis Glam says, what kind of black color you recommend? So I actually recommend doing, I'm into the natural one. So I use the henna with the indigo. So you do a henna treatment and then you do an indigo treatment, and you do them um, within like three days of each other. So you do the henna because the henna is going to open up the cuticle to receive the indigo dye. And you can't just use indigo on your hair, it won't give you that black color. But that's how you do the black. You do the, and I have a video on my page of how to do that. It's the henna / indigo treatment. Henna first and then the indigo, and he'll get you like jet black hair. Denise Gilmore says, that's great to hear. I'm waiting for my leave-in to come in the mail. I have cornrows without extensions, and I can't wait to try Michelle's leave-in. Yay! Like I said, I'm going to mail today. I'm actually about to sign off, ladies. I'm actually going to grab some dinner with my husband. So it was wonderful to talk with you guys. Sorry, my allergies. They were just cutting the grass. I have severe allergies, and literally as they're cutting the grass, I could just feel the pollen like coming to get me. The Modern Natural says, if you can try to get the herb ambunu, detangling will be a breeze. 100% facts. Ambunu has amazing, amazing slip. I actually found it hard to detangle with the deep conditioner, so I did it after wash. Okay, well, I'm glad whatever it worked for you with the detangling. I know, just try to be patient. I know it's really difficult when your hair is in a really bad state from something. Nicole Banks says, conditioner SD surfactant is also awesome. It's a positively charged surfactant, great for high porosity hair, which is a negative charge hair. Yeah, yeah, very true, very true. All right, you guys, or you ladies, and any gentlemen who are on here, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for joining the second live after we had a little little snafu in the first one. Thank you, Nika. She said, tell hubby I said hello. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you. I will. Thank you, Southern Girl. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Manzel, thank you for the interaction. Have a great week, all. Everyone have a great week. I'm so excited. We'll be into week 8 this week, all about moisturizing. Can't believe the challenge is coming to a close. And you guys definitely gave me some good suggestions for a following coming up challenge, or maybe scalp massages. I'll let y'all know about everything. Thank you guys so much for everything, and thank you to the moderators. Thank you, Tiana. You've been absolutely amazing. Thank you, sweet lady, as always. I really appreciate your support. She said you made me feel like we were talking to us in the same room. I'm glad. That's why I want our lives to be like fun and chit chat, like, you know. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. Get some rest. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy time with your family as well. I can't wait for the DIY this week. No, thank you, Michelle, for making my. No, you're so welcome. Thanks for the chats. It was an educational live. Yes, yes. I can't wait for the DIY this week. Yeah. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.